This is Frank at the RV shop here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And this is a 2024 Renegade Vienna, model 25RML. This is in the super cool Polaris Grey. This is on the Sprinter chassis. This has the full lithium package, meaning it's got no generator. We're gonna go over it and go over most of its major systems. Now remember to like and subscribe to the channel. It'll really help the channel out. We're gonna start off here at the left front. So I'm gonna show you, right here is the handle to pop the hood. I'm not gonna pop the hood, but I am gonna show you where the handle is, because we don't really, you're not usually going to have to come under the hood for much. There's usually two things that you'll come under the hood for. Windshield washer fluid, blue cap right here on this side, and your DEF fluid is here under a blue cap that says DEF, right? Your diesel exhaust fluid. Other than that, most of the rest of the stuff should be taken care of by your RV dealer or here at the RV shop, or you can take it to Mercedes-Benz for any kind of maintenance to be done there. So next, we're gonna come back here, open this door. Now, when you fuel this coach, this is where you add the fuel. Diesel only, right? You have your little side cameras are here. Now in this first bay, now this is where our lithium cells are. TBV power. Now these are pretty neat in that for one, they have a power switch where you can turn off the power on the batteries, and they have a state of charge indicator right there. Next, we're going to move on to the next bay. Now this next bay is our inverter charger. Our solar charge controller is also in there. And we have some storage. Then we have our wet bay. This is where you can dump your tanks. You see your black tank dump and your gray tank dump. We have a spigot for getting some water out, and that green valve. About the only time you're going to move it from this upper position, from the city position, because this upper position, you're going to run city water, you're going to run your onboard water in that position. Now if you want this city water to be redirected to your onboard tank to fill your freshwater tank, you're going to move it down, and it'll be redirected here towards your fresh tank. That is also shown here in this gauge. This gauge will be handy when you're dumping your tanks to see how much you have left to go. Propane, of course, here. This is where you fill your, or have your propane tank filled. There's an on-off switch right there for the tank. That's why you don't see a manual valve out here. It's done electrically. Cable in. Your spigot there for water. You have a little water hose. And the actual physical dump is down here, as well as a tube to store your hose. I do believe there's one in there. And then this, of course, is your 30 amp connection. You can see the slide out there. It comes with a slide topper. Now the outside hitch. Now this hitch is rated for 4,200 pounds, so you can tow quite a bit with one of these. Coming up here, storage. We happen to have our short cord stored there. In here, more storage. We have an outlet with 110 power. The outside of our furnace, the outside of our water heater. And storage here. Those things back there are slide locks, and those are to lock and slide in the closed position in the event that you run into some kind of issue. Typically, you're not going to use those. Outside TV. Now this is mounted fixed. This does not pull out. It's got a sound bar with your remotes. It does have Bluetooth. LP, so that you can connect, like say a barbecue grill, any other low pressure propane device can be connected here. And our entry door, you can set a code. And we come around to the passenger side. Now we're gonna hop inside and take a look at stuff on the inside. Entry step comes out for us. You have a screen door and a regular, your main door with deadbolt. As we come in here immediately on the left side, we're gonna see master power. That's your power to those big lithium cells we saw on the other side. So that needs to be on if you expect all this stuff to work here in the back, right? Entry step override. This will keep the step from going in and out. That only overrides and shuts down the step if the engine is not running. E-start, that's basically going to hook up your lithium cells to your engine battery. In case the engine battery was dead, it'll allow you to steal a little bit of electricity from those lithium cells. This right here is the on-off switch for your inverter charger in case you want inverter power. That's where you turn it on. And of course our jacks. So our hydraulic leveling jacks are there. Basically you turn it on, hit auto level. That's it. The only other thing you got to do while it's doing that is stay still. If you're inside the coach, do not move about the cabin. Sit still while that process finishes. It may take about 1 minute to 2 minutes. And it'll beep and then the lights will stop flashing, then it's done. When you're done using the jacks, all you do is hit retract. All retract, and that will retract all the jacks. If this thing says excess slope, do not use the jacks or move the coach. It's someplace where the unevenness is too far for it to compensate. So using them in manual mode could damage the jacks. Right? Now, moving on from there, we have a little control panel. This has all of the, you can do all the lights off at once or all on. You can extend and retract your awning. You have an awning light, a porch light, living room and cargo lights. Just common things you'll need as you're coming into the coach. Okay, so now we're inside. We're gonna put the slide out. The slide will not operate with the engine running. The awning will not work with the engine running, and the levelers will not work with the engine running. So, important to note. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna hit extend. Now when you're putting the slide out, it's always a good idea to hold the button for about 3 to 5 seconds after it's all the way open, just to make sure it's flush against the wall. Next, we can use our awning. We can extend and retract our awning. We can also do our levelers from here. Same, that's basically identical panel to what we see down here. So we can control it from the touch control system here as well. So up here, you got storage. This black thing, this is the privacy shade that covers the front of the front cab area for privacy when you're camping. Of course, our slide area, these are recliners. And this, of course, makes into a bed. We'll go over that here in a second. You got storage. Now your water heater is controlled through your Firefly system. Right there, the touch control panel. However, it does have a manual backup, which is this control panel here under the counter. But like I said, typically you're going to control it up here. Induction cooktop. So this only works with induction pots and pans. Now these cabinets have a little button to open, right? This TV pulls out to reveal on this side a little breaker box that's got 12-volt fuses, like automotive style fuses, and your connection to your TV antenna. That's that green light right there. See that? This other little green light, see that button? That's for the Wine Guard Connect system for the antenna on top, for the, if you're going to take advantage of Wine Guard Connect's subscription service to make this into a hotspot. And of course our sound bar for our TV with Bluetooth. Now this pushes back, it's got a magnetic catch over there. Sink. This is outlets, pop up. Shade is manual. Whoops, it's a little violent, huh? Refrigerator is a 12-volt refrigerator. Long press this to turn it on, long press it to turn it off. This is to adjust your freezer section. This one here, move the blue dot over here to adjust your refrigerator section. And then sleep mode is if you're trying to conserve electricity. Typically, most people I know do not ever use that. Microwave is a convection microwave, so you can actually bake in this. You have a fan overhead. That's also controlled through your Firefly system, touch control system there. Now in here you got cabinets, all your owner's manuals, the Mercedes manuals. You have a total of 4 key fobs. There's 2 in here and there's 2 more up there in the cup holders. Of course, all your Renegade stuff in this neat little binder. And then some lube for your slide seals and whatnot. This is the remote for the sound bar up here. Touch-up paint. Great touch-up paint. Now additionally, you have another little control panel here for the different things that are in this area. That is a temperature sensor. Now this pulls out. Our bathroom area. Important to note, when you travel, make sure you lock this door, otherwise it could potentially break because this is glass. Another touch control panel, toilet. That is our breaker box. It's got our resettable breakers. This area back here is our closet. There is our table. So that table goes in that, see that hole right there in the floor in front of the recliners? That is, there's a pole behind those recliners that goes in that hole. That table I just showed you goes on top of that pole, and now you have your table set up there. Now, we're gonna talk about this touch control system, this Firefly. So basically, home page is here. Here we can turn off the light master, so this can turn off all the lights. We can change the set point on the AC. We can view the fresh gray and black and propane. We can turn on our water pump. Red is on. Gray out is off. Tank heaters. Now the tank heaters are not to be confused with a water heater. Those are just to keep these warm. It's like an electric blanket glued to the underside of those tanks. Here we can view our camper batteries or house batteries, and our chassis battery or engine battery for the Mercedes engine, right? So basically, don't worry about the voltage, just look at the color. If they're green, they're happy. And this is what we turn on and off our water heater. So I touch that, and right now it's currently on, but I'm gonna take it, right now it's in comfort mode, which is the main mode you're gonna use. But I'm gonna switch it to off, and then we hit save. Now it's off. Do the reverse of that if you wanna turn it on. We have all our lights here. Turn them all off or all on, then we can do the exterior separately. Electrical page just shows you more electrical stats for the system. Air conditioning, I can turn on the AC here like I just did. And the front, rear, well, that's the vents that are up overhead. Turn those on and off. And by the way, yes, this is the air conditioning running off of the batteries, the lithium cells. This has no generator. So right now we're not on shore power, we're not on generator power because it has no generator. We're running off the lithium cells. Amazing technology. We also have a heat pump built into this as well as a furnace. This page here is where we can control our jacks from here, our slide out, and our awning. And lastly, we have our settings page. We have cleaning mode that will turn off the display for 15 seconds to allow you to wipe the screen, like so. And additionally, we can change the brightness. We have our mobile app here. Switch panel info. All these little panels that I showed you, like those here, these have batteries in them. See, little CR2032 battery, like you would find in the remote key fob for a car. If one of the batteries gets low, the Firefly system will let you know. And it'll tell you to go to this screen and look at the batteries. It'll tell you which one in particular is low. We can set the time here. And we can go to this page where we can download the mobile app to pair this to our phone. And then you'll be able to control all of this from your phone. Just follow the instructions on the app. And with that, we are going to come to the end of our walkthrough video. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel, Frank at the Shop, on YouTube or Google. You'll find it. And please have a fantastic day.